Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here to day 2 of our Pokemon Scarlet and Violet coverage because there was just that much information in the recent trailer. And for this video, we're going to be talking about the stories, because there's multiple ways to experience this crazy open world Pokemon adventure, and the reason why I have to drag out the coverage is because YouTube is stupid and only allows 3 notifications per day. And to help with that, you need to like, comment, subscribe, comment, share, and I think you actually have to astral project into Google servers now if you want to see content from your favorite creator, because everything is so broken. The school you've enrolled in hosts a special independent study project, the theme of which is a treasure hunt. Now, we heard about this in August, but we didn't really get any elaboration. We just learned about the gym challenge. So 3 stories will be woven into your adventure. Along Victory Road, you can go for champion on the Path of Legends. You can join Arven in search of rare ingredients, and in Starfall Street, you challenge Team Star, a group of delinquents causing trouble for the school. These stories are set in an open world. Once again, the Pokemon Company saying for the dozenth time, this is open world. You can do what you want, because the Pokemon community is so toxic and stupid, they just cannot accept reality. A world teeming with Pokemon and people to meet is waiting for you. Traverse the Paldea region wherever your heart desires. Victory Road, your path to champion rank. So we learned about this in the previous trailer, but we did get some cool new artwork pretty much for everything that we're going to be breaking down, and it really further shows the abomination that Titan is. Now, someone pointed it out in one of my videos from yesterday. There's some weirdo at Game Freak that once like designed strange mouths on Pokemon. It's weird. I don't like any of these designs. There are 8 Pokemon gyms in different locations throughout Paldea, all managed by the Pokemon League. If a trainer makes their way to the gyms, defeats all the leaders, and then passes the champion assessment, that's kind of what we're waiting on, seeing how that plays out. Like, is it Elite Four into Champion, but they're calling it Champion Assessment to make it more interesting? Or is it something different entirely? At that point, you will get the coveted Champion rank. So it's actually a rank of Champion instead of just you beat Champion, that makes you Champion. After accepting Nemona's suggestion to become a Champion rank trainer, you will be able to visit the 8 Pokemon gyms scattered across the region. So, a little bit of wind-up, a little bit of startup, a little bit of like tutorial in the early game town, and then you're free to explore. Makes sense. First trial, the gym test. At a Pokemon gym, you must pass a gym test before you're allowed to challenge a gym leader. The interesting thing is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet really distinguished the gym test from battling the gym. But there's always been a gym test, even from the first games, where it's like a little puzzle, or the way you have to navigate through the gym and the trainers. So this is back in. I was hoping that since it's more open world, we just walk up to the gym and then boom, we get to just fight and win, because everything else has in the story has like test parts to it. But yeah, contents of the gym test are unique to each gym, but through them, you might learn something more about the customs and unique features of each city and town, as well as what kind of people the gym leaders are. Now, I do think that's cool, and that was a very big strength of Pokemon Sword and Shield, is that the entire region was built around embracing the Pokemon world. And I think the more that Pokemon does that, especially with things like Pokemon Generations and all the other like extras we get, it's just better for like developing and building Pokemon lore, which I love. So we have Greta, the chairwoman of the Pokemon League. She's the chairwoman of Pokemon League, which operates Paldea's Pokemon gyms. Among the region's champions, she reigns supreme as the most skilled trainer of all. Though mild-mannered, she still has a commanding presence, and it's said that anyone who calls themselves a Pokemon trainer looks up to her. Appears she is looking for exceptional young talents capable of conquering the Pokemon League. And I actually think that's cool that she has to like scout for it, because the Paldea region is so open and there's so much exploration where it's like, yeah, you can do whatever, but she really needs to like pull for the Pokemon League. And then we have the gym leader, so yeah, just like gym leader stuff. I think he looks cool. Like, I don't understand where all this hate just kind of magically formed for after the recent trailer. People are like, oh, I don't like any of the new trainer designs. I think the trainers actually look pretty cool in this game. Then we have the second story you can partake in, search for the Herba Mystica on the Path of Legends, and this kind of ties into the August trailer once again, because yeah, that looks like the Herba Mystica, and it also kind of goes with Arven, also Titan Pokemon, and all kinds of fun and crazy stuff. So Arvin's research into healthy recipes for Pokemon has led him to seek out rare ingredients called Herba Mystica, which are said to immediately restore health once eaten. I'm wondering, like, if that's going to be a super farmy thing, and I'm wondering if it's like full restore or just max potion, and how that ties in with the rest of the game. You know, that would actually be cool if, like, through this path, you actually get a very nature-oriented way of playing the game. So instead of, like, beating up trainers, taking their money, going to Pokemon centers and Pokemarts, and then getting all your resources there, through this, by, like, challenging Titan Pokemon and doing other things, you actually just get those resources anyway, and you don't have to worry about money as much. I don't know. So, Herba Mystica are extremely rare herbs that can only be found in Paldea. They are guarded by Titan Pokemon, which are bigger and stronger than ordinary Pokemon, making these rare herbs even more difficult to obtain. What's more, a number of these Titan Pokemon have already been sighted in the region. Now, this is the feature I'm most interested in, kind of like how I was super crazy about the Let's Go and auto battling. Anytime a game has a larger expanded system with crazy rewards, I'm all in, so that has me excited for this. Since Arvin isn't good at Pokemon battles, he'll be asking you to help him out, and will even offer to treat you to some of his handmade dishes if the two of you succeed in obtaining these rare herbs, drive back through opponents, and gather Herba Mystica with Arvin. So that's going to be the story. Also, it's called Path of Legends, and there's like those crazy towers dotted throughout the map, so it seems like things are going to get kind of interesting in how that spreads out. We see a cutscene in the trailer where you KO one of the Cloth, and then the big Cloth gets angry, and then you have a big Titan level battle. This is what excites me, you know, and hopefully there's no stupid gimmicks, hopefully there's no shenanigans where it's like, what ruined raids in Pokemon Sword and Shield was just the shields, that they put up their shields even though you could beat it, and it just takes longer than necessary with broken AI, or if you get your friends in, there's a long time to wait in between moves, instead of just KOing and farming crazy. So depending on, like, if these are alpha Pokemon and how they respawn and all the other mechanics behind it, how many there are, and the rewards you get from it, this could be really cool. I also see the battle having, like, totem or extra little bits added to where, like, it gets angry and then it randomly gets stats, so it's kind of hard, but it will be fun to see how this plays out. Now, we don't really have any information on how this affects the post-game. Like, that'd be really cool if more Titan Pokemon can spawn, and there's, like, a rare chance of getting a Titan Pokemon, and then you have just a challenge to face or something, or if it's only tied in with the story, but it still unlocks, like, areas and resources. Hopefully, this is, like, a big expanded thing like raids. Then there's Terra raids, so you can just do all kinds of cool stuff for the game, and then face off against the Troublemakers in Starfall Street for Team Star. I can't believe they haven't just confirmed this as a Pokemon yet. It has a tongue. It wants to eat you through the intake valve. I hate all the designs in Generation 9 at this point. That's just, it's nonsense, and it's also a big part of how this plays out. So, I don't like just the non-stop going through of villain teams. I'm wondering, like, how many people are going to engage with this first. They're like, yo, I can't wait to just, you know, grind through the hooligans and make that a core part of my gameplay. So we're going to see, like, how Starfall Street ends up working out, but it seems whatever to me. Team Star was formed by the school's most rebellious students and is made up of several squads, each squad led by its own boss, each with their own base scattered across the Paldea region. These class-cutting delinquents cause trouble for all those around them, giving the academy students and teachers a hard time by disturbing the peace and using pushy recruitment tactics. So there's that. Make your way into the base, take down the bosses. So we've seen the flags for a long time now, trying to make sense of it all, and there it is. So they set up the bases. It seems like you will have to engage with this at some point to fully open up the world, and that is fair. Like, even all open world games have it to where you can't just explore every single centimeter of the region without doing any, like, side quests or stuff. So we're going to see, like, what is gated here, but it just seems like little areas and stuff. And also, the extra teams is pretty cool because it opens up for, like, its own gym challenge. There's no fire gym, but we have a fire leader and then other types. So take on the bosses riding their Starmobiles. So it seems like it's all going to culminate with a big, multi-layered boss battle where you have to take on the Starmobile as well as their team. And that's kind of interesting. So once you overcome the waves of Team Star Grunts, this I hate. It just sounds tedious and annoying even if you can easily beat them. However, because of that, this might be really good for, like, farming story experience where, yeah, if I just want to do, like, a million grunt battles, but now I'm getting strong. So there could be something to that. Their boss will appear in a custom car called a Starmobile. Seems that during your Pokemon battles these bosses, the Starmobile itself gets in the way. Take down each squad's boss by defeating their party Pokemon and Starmobile. And then we get to see one boss, Mela, and that's of the Fire Crew. So the uniforms worn by members of Team Star will differ depending on the version of game. And we have, that's pretty much like every part. It's like, yeah, things will differ depending on like what game you get. I think her in-game looks really cool for this, but then like her crazy shoes are just a little too much, and the art doesn't do the actual model justice. But overall, that is what we have for the story, and it's looking pretty interesting. So what I like is that they at least split up the parts to where if you want to do something, you can, and you don't have to do what you don't want to do, such as like a little side thing before you can make it to the gym to find out the villain is in the way, and then you have to sidetrack to their base and go through all the grunts and then go back to the gym, rinse and repeat 8 times. With this, like, yeah, you can just kind of go through what you want, do what you want, and that really is shown through the open world, which has been constantly talked about as an open world. You can freely go back and forth between all the stories, allowing your adventure to develop in any way you want. Some want the rank of champion, some just want to adventure at their own leisure, and then you can go back and forth. Also, there's no set path to gyms. You can purposefully seek out stronger gym leaders, and even though I've talked about this a million times, people are still like, oh no, I don't see scaling in the new trailer. Yeah, that's because they say it right here, no scaling. So, or you can just stop by a gym that happens to be located in a town nearby, and that kind of like expands with the map and all the other crazy stuff. So by like going into the high detail map and breaking it down, people have already started like finding where the Team Star is located, and then you can just kind of see like all the other crazy things. So the potential is really cool, and creating a unique story experience is going to be a really awesome strength of the game and probably contribute to a significant amount of replayability. I'm personally not like that. Like, until Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, the story was like 5% of the overall game's content. You're going to 999 your save file in the post-game, so the 10-15 hours it takes to beat the game doesn't really matter. But with this, it all comes together, and then you have all kinds of crazy stuff to do, and when you're finally beaten the game, uncovered all the secrets and mysteries, and become champion, then you can go for Terra Raid farming, make your competitive teams, and then that goes into the battle stadium, and then we just have the best Pokemon game ever. So hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.